That's all of my recent Daiso haul. Hi everyone, my name is Smitivity Lives, also known as Anna. Welcome to my recent Daiso Stationery Haul. Daiso is a Japanese dollar store. Unfortunately, with inflation, prices have now gone up, and the cheapest thing that you can now purchase is $2.25. If it's unmarked without any label for their yen, that means the item again is $2.25. Things can get pretty expensive though, depending on what you purchase. It can go $8, $9, even $11. So do be mindful and look at the yen conversion to US dollars. You can buy anything you'd like at Daiso. For me, I just really love their stationery. We'll start with cautionary warning first. I was so excited upon seeing this. I thought it was cute, the little cat design, and I really like the message. It says, don't measure your progress using someone else's ruler. But I didn't realize that there was already a crack, and I did just try using this as it's supposed to be. Basically, with this right here, it's supposed to extend outwards, so like this, and then when you want to close it, it'll go like this. But as you can see, the item is broken, and I'm pretty sad that I wasn't even able to utilize it once before it even broke. Make sure you look at your item before you purchase it, okay? Because there are no refunds. I actually bought this toolbox a while back, but I could not get enough of it. I love how it's transparent. You can easily see what's inside. It's sturdy and you can store a lot of things in it. Let me show you. As you just heard, it's a really easy mechanism. You just push it forward, then you pull it out. Here we go. Let's see it. And I am doing this one-handed. It's really easy, I swear, when you open it. As you can tell, there are many items in here. You can store trinkets. Honestly, your imagination will be your limitation. You can put anything you'd like in here. It'll fit plenty of things. And so, because I could not get enough of it, I decided that I needed another one. I have many stationery items and thought I need another one. And here we go. Yeah, so it stores a lot of my stamps, has my glue sticks, a card here for round one, or if I want to lay flat certain items, it really helps me out. Again, more tools. The next item I bought was inspired by JetPen's Cat's Daily Carry Case. In that, you could put many papers that you like and carry it from place to place. However, it was $41. I'll insert a picture right here. This, when I found it at Daiso, I thought to myself, this would be a great daily carrying case. It could also be anything I want though, because this was actually labeled as a laptop case, but you can see that I am not using it for that. I decided to put my stickers, I'll show in just a bit, as well as more stickers here, and then some letter sets. Again, I'll show you in just a moment. And then when you open this, you will actually find more pockets. I thought this was a more affordable and great way. I also thought it was cute. Look at the pink, look at the little design. It's nice to touch. I could also add some pins to it if I'd like. Well, let me go ahead and open it. For this carrying case, I love how it can open all the way. Just like that, and it lays flat. There's actually even more pockets here. And again, the imagination is a limitation. I used to think, again, that things could only be for a certain function. You could not do other things, but not anymore. I've changed, and I'm so excited to have found this alternative. Rather than spending $41, this was what, I think $8 at most? Not bad at all. Whenever I get into any new hobby, I love to spend money. And in this case, my new hobby is pen paling. This is a sealing seal that I plan to utilize soon for my pen pal. Likewise for this one and this one. Now here's a letter set. I got this because one of my colleagues is actually retiring, and I thought this would be the perfect one to utilize for her. Because once you're retired, you just get to relax. And I'm so happy for her. This one, I really like how it says dreams come true. I also like the color, the clouds. Reach for the stars, the sky. There is no limit when it comes to you. This one here says wish thought filled letters. I really like that because all the letters I'll be sending, they're gonna have my heart and soul in there. I hope that my pen pals do the same for me. Lastly, this one I've been utilizing already. I sent 2 letters so far to my pen pals. I will say, when I was writing, I did notice that there was bleed through, but when you see and you get it out, it actually just has one side instead of 2. Paper's super thin. You can already tell the design appears, the lines. So don't expect the paper to be high quality. Again, it's only $2.25. As long as you're being realistic with your expectations, I think that you'll have a good time using these letter sets. I've really gone into junk journaling. It's one of my all-time favorite hobbies now. And so I decided that I want to continue buying stuff that encourages me to junk journal. I try to have various different background sheets for my junk journaling. It can come from the mail, it could come from my work, anything that inspires me. But I also want to take matters into my own hands. When I went to Daiso today, I decided that from now on, maybe I can try just choosing what I get. It doesn't necessarily have to be junk, even though it's called junk journaling. It could be things that I find adorable. This is actually my first time buying design sheets from Daiso. I'll give you more of my thoughts in the future on it, but for now, here are the designs that you can see. I also like how small it is. It's going to allow me to have more creativity, because sometimes if it's the whole page, that means I'll just stick to that one design. If you'd like to see me junk journal in future with these, be sure to follow and like my channel. And you could also see me junk journal in one of my cozy hobbies video. I'll link that down below. I found that making things more fun for things that I find hard to do is going to be something that motivates me to actually accomplish the hard task. That's why I bought this masking tape about fitness. On the other hand, for this masking tape, I'm not going to always want to handwrite. I'm not always going to want to use my stamps. I'm not always going to want to use stickers. Instead, I can use this masking tape, which will quickly go ahead and delineate all the numbers for me. I wasn't sure how the masking tape would turn out, but look at this. It's so clear on the paper. I like how it looks so nice. Could someone also please tell me what this means? I have no idea. But I'm sure it's about your schedule too, I'm assuming, because that's the theme of the masking tape. Wow. I'm impressed. I did not do a good job of tearing it, but it was easy to tear off. When it comes to masking tape, I'm not the most knowledgeable person. I have bought some before in the past from Amazon. It was a really cheap bundle of 50 masking tape. It was really poor quality and was super hard to tear off the masking tape. That's why I can tell you, at least, that I am finding it easy to tear off. I like how the colors look. Nice on the paper. A recent Daiso purchase I really love is Diary Monthly Block Type. I love how just by looking at this, it's not overwhelming to fill. You can maybe write 1 to 4 lines, and it has to be extremely small. In this month, I tracked what I ate, and I gave myself encouraging statements. Over here for this month, I've been tracking things that I've been buying. I wrote Daiso right here. I'm about to write Daiso right here, because today is October 12th. I plan to utilize this sticker that I bought today in the book in the future to show what each day is. The 23rd, 24th, things like that. I also maybe want to put these letters up in the corner. I have been writing it, but I do want variety. And I'm thinking of using this to color coordinate my journal as well. You'll have to, again, follow me to see how exactly I use it. Will I use it for this book? Will I use it for a different journal? Again, you'll have to see, but that's why I bought these things. It's very intentional and functional in my life. I can't wait to show you the last thing I'm getting. But before I do, I want to give you some context. Here I have my journal. I like to sometimes add visuals to what I'm writing about for my day. This is like a more simplified version where I'm using less stickers. And then over here, I have a lot of stickers. Let me show you. Yep, so a lot of stickers I want to just talk about my day, to enhance it, make it more fun, and just inspiring me to just write about myself. If not, then, sometimes it gets a little dull, and then I might want to quit. This motivates me to, again, stick with my habit. All the stickers I bought today, I can stand by. I love them. The aesthetic, cute, functional, simple, glittery, fun. Okay, not all of them are glittery, but they're fun. The first one I bought because I was thinking about friendship. Today I had a phone call with my friends. We were just catching up about life, and it made me feel so happy. This one made me think of the K-drama You and Me, Everything Else. I believe that's what it's called. It's just, I wish they focused more on a more healthy dynamic. And I wish that at the end, okay, I don't want to tell you, but if you want to comment down below in the comments and you want to do a discussion on it, I will be more than happy to have a discussion with you. This next set of stickers that I'm about to show you makes me cringe, okay? But at the same time, it's like a nostalgic feeling. I used to watch a lot of Korean boy groups, and they would make my heart throb. And I used to play a lot of Otome games. For those of you who don't know what Otome games are, they are a game primarily targeted towards young girls. And then in that game, you are exploring through a story, and you are able to hopefully find a love interest that you like. And by the end, hopefully you have a happy ever after. This one really reminded me of that. You confuse me or you're too handsome. Just thinking about my past self, cringe. But that's the first set. This is the next one. It says, you make the world so bright. Over here it says, thank you for coming into my life. King. Ugh, gosh. And the last one that I'm cringing at is this one. You confuse me and you're too handsome. Similar to what this says over here, but I like how the stickers are different and they're different colors. So I got the whole set. It's fun, okay? Stickers are meant to bring you joy. If you're laughing, having fun, then you're doing the right thing for yourself. For the rest of the stickers, I'm planning to show you for my daily journaling. Here's the first one. I like how it says, what did I dream? To be myself. Things will be fine. Life is a voyage. May you always be surrounded with happy smiles. I'm really trying to work on finding joy in the everyday mundane life. It's been a little difficult lately, hence why I've been challenging myself to put myself out there and to do things that will encourage me to stick to my healthy routines. What do I know? And better things to do. I think it's important to reflect. How's it going? How are you? Nature does nothing uselessly. I agree. Things happen for a reason. This too, I like. This one, I like how there wasn't anything to say, but your imagination is your limitation. Just looking at this already makes me feel calm and joy. These last three are pretty much the same thing. So let me just put them on here. There's slight variations with what's happening, but they're different colors too. I just really like this art style. I'm always drawn to it. When I think about my childhood, for example, there was this really popular series, I think it's called Monica, and I like her style. Cartoonish drawings of humans, and then incorporating that into my style of usage of stickers. Last one's literally glittery and fun. I just thought this would be a great way of documenting when I eat unhealthy food that I should not be eating. Yes. It makes me happy to look at. And again, that's the most important thing. That's all of my recent Daiso haul.